guys, and welcome to another episode on the Tendies show. In this Tendies show, we will discuss the latest news.
Whatever.
Okay. We'll just keep it like this. We're not drinking anymore because apparently it's looking very awkward. So we're not doing that anymore. We move on with the show, the Tendies show. And guys, are you looking forward to this one?
I am.
I got some great news. Hey, do you remember that a little while ago we were talking about Shopify and what category in Shopify was getting like a lot of sales? Well, what did you say then? Do you still remember that one?
No.
You was a lot, too much.
So much.
You were talking about pets, right? You thought that the pet industry was doing very well.
I remember. Well, tell me the news.
I got some news for you. Since the coronavirus, in the crisis and everything, the pet business is booming. Since people are working home, they spend more time and money into their pets, and the online pet sales grew with 70% in March year on year. So 2020 to 2019.
Well, yeah, to be honest, I'm
That's
a little
insane.
bit worried for the pets that are being adopted at the moment, because if the corona crisis is over, what's going to happen with the pets, right?
These pets.
Yeah, man.
We'll see. And with the pet purchases from the web shops.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Dude, you selected a nice picture there.
Yeah, that's great, right?
That for sure is a mill. Okay.
In the Christmas style. Yeah. Well, let's see what's going to happen with him
But it's a
after
mill.
the corona crisis.
Definitely. Yeah,
I didn't even see that.
It's a mill.
I was looking at his
I
head.
didn't even see that.
I was like,
It's a mill. I know, for sure. It's a mill.
it's a mill? Huh? What? But my neck has to turn all the way around.
It's a mill.
All right.
Well, that's something great. That was something I just wanted to mention.
That was a mill dog.
Yeah, that it was a
Okay,
male dog, but it was just fun to mention that because you said it was good for the pets and everything, and you were right, man. So
Well, for once.
Good for you.
kudos to you.
How much money did you make out of that?
I'll show you on the camera.
That's
Too
too
bad.
bad. That's too bad. Well, we are moving on with the next topic, and the next topic, it's AMD.
Yeah.
AMD, they are known for their chips in their in computers and everything.
Yeah.
But they acquired Xilinx, or whatever it's called, and they will acquire them the end of 2021 for $35 billion.
Wow.
And Xilinx is specialized in data centers, AI, 5G, you name it, everything like that. So what do you guys think of that? Have you guys ever heard of Xilinx before, or?
Well, I never heard of them before. Of course, I last week I saw some news from them actually. So I think it's very interesting because let's take a look at AMD, right? There you have NVIDIA, you have AMD, you have Intel.
Yeah.
Those are three really big parties, and AMD is still the small player of the three, right? At this moment. So what's very interesting, because I'm a gamer. I'm not a nerd, hopefully, but still, I'm a gamer. So at the moment, the AMD is crushing Intel with the processors, especially in the gamers market. And the gamers market and the esports is becoming huge. So they have an advantage, and I'm very curious, why are they acquiring 5G and artificial intelligence and cloud services?
That's quite easy.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't finished.
Okay.
But,
Move on.
Let's both tell our opinion, and then let's see if it
Go for it.
Well, I would think with the what's going to happen with gaming more and more is cloud gaming. So you can game from services from somewhere else. And that's very interesting if you compare those two, gaming and cloud services. I don't think it's a coincidence.
No. I think the reason why I think you're definitely right there. I think that the reason because of this acquisition is that all the sectors are the growing sectors, whether it's cloud computing, whether it's 5G, whether it's data centers. They're all growing, so there is huge potential in this for AMD. I would say. Yeah. I think Nvidia is doing quite well, especially on the graphics cards, of course, and especially also in the AI front. I think they're doing really great there as well. And I think Intel is gonna be the dinosaur here. Like seriously, have you seen the rally of the AMD stock in the last 5 years. That's amazing.
That's insane. They went up with 3,000% or something.
How about that for returns in 5 years time?
But the question is, the stock price of AMD growing, does that show that Intel is a dinosaur? But only by itself?
Of course not. But Intel is I think Intel. I don't know how to say this, but I think that Intel was like, we're kind of in a good spot for the future, and then AMD started innovating, and they started to get in that new path with, the graphic cards and the new chips, and everything was better, and now. Intel is just falling behind. That's at least my opinion. Of course, they do have a lot of money and it's a huge company. But that might be their biggest problem as well. Because look, if you want to turn a speedboat, that's quite easy, right? You just turn the steering wheel and then whoop, you're on the other side. If you want to change direction in an oil tanker, that's gonna be a bigger task. And I saw AMD when they were doing really bad. I think that was the speedboat, and then Intel still is the big oil tanker, and it's gonna take them a tremendous amount of time to turn the ship. And I think that's what we're gonna see in the next 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. They even lost a deal with Apple, right? Apple is now producing its own chips, and they're not producing the chips for Apple anymore. That probably was a big customer.
Well, I agree with you, and to be honest, I'm quite happy that now AMD is doing really well, because as a motion graphic designer, as my profession, I work a lot with computers, and also the strength of chips and graphic cards is really important for me.
Yeah, sure.
But AMD, I never really wanted to use it, to be totally honest, because Intel in the past was more reliable for me.
Yeah.
But now, if you're going on YouTube and you're going to experts, you see that AMD is winning at the moment. The experts, they say, okay, AMD, the new chips are performing really, really, really well. So Intel has a problem here.
Yeah. So there's another thing I want to talk about for AMD. And that's they are quite overvalued, in my opinion. If you take a look at their earnings per share, for example, they expect it to be $3.90 in 2025. But right now, it's only 74 cents. So that's not that high. And with a stock price of $93...
what's the PE?
125.
125.
Yeah. That's quite high. If you look at Intel, it's around 10. Of course, Intel is a different company.
And their earnings per share is what?
Their earnings per share right now?
Yeah.
74 cents.
And in 2025, you said?
$3.90.
They expect
it to be.
But it's almost a tenfold. Like an eightfold.
Yeah. Because at the analyst day, that's the day where CEOs and everyone comes together and they will talk about what their
in 2025. You said, right?
Yeah.
The target was 2025.
Yeah, correct.
So that's an eightfold.
Yeah.
In profitability. In 4 years time.
Yeah, they expect a compound annual.
I think that's really good. That will divide their PE, right? So I think that's really good. I think that's a really good number.
But bear in mind, it's a number they are stating at the moment, right?
Yeah, of course. You always have to take that into consideration.
Yeah.
I think it's overvalued if you look at the value of today. I think it's not that overvalued if you take in the potential that they have within the next 4 or 5 years.
True.
I don't think this is such a strange number, especially not in these times.
And that's what my second question was, is why
if you want to have a PE ratio of 20, go to a bank. Like, that's a bank. A PE ratio of 20, you can find that with banks, not with tech companies.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true. Because it's a lot about potential. We say the same things with other companies as well. They are just building on potential, but it's quite of a risk then, actually, right, for investors, because potential it's in air. It's just, I believe that this is going to be happening, and
that's what we do. That's what investing is all about.
Of course, but
for me, this would be a perfect example to buy. Let's say for monthly, every month, just buy one stock every month, and spread. This would be a perfect example, because if you say, okay, the PE ratio is too high, I don't want to compare it with other stocks, but I'm going to do it now because we just spoke about Tesla, right, when in toilet, and their PE ratio, it could be high too, but it doesn't say everything, you know.
That's
But you're spreading your risk by buying every month a little bit.
That's true.
That would be my advice as an investor for now. But I would definitely not buy a stock only because the PE ratio is high.
Yeah, true. Okay, please let us know what you would do. Would you buy into this AMD? Do you think that they are overvalued or not? Do you think, oh, this is a great potential, I need to lift on this? Let us know in the comments. And also, if you like our video, just give it a thumbs up, because if we see more likes, we get motivated as Woo! And then we are going straight at it. So yeah, just let us know.
One question: if you say it gets us motivated, like wee, what does that mean?
highly motivated. Like
just curious. All right, sorry. I'll shut up.
But then we got Jurgen, and Jurgen, you got something amazing to tell us. You didn't even want to tell us up front what you were going to talk about.
Teasing.
So I'm very curious. We got a great image for you, and it's this one. We see Benjamin Franklin. We know the nice quote, right?
You know me. This is my image.
Yeah, definitely.
This is me. This represents me.
Yeah.
Money.
Short story. Jurgen just purchased a very expensive canvas of $1, and he's gonna place it at his home. So this is Jurgen.
It's from Iconic though, the canvas.
Yeah,
and I love the guys of Iconic. Big shout out to the guys of Iconic.
Shout out to you guys.
I love them.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think I did? I did something.
You did something by yourself.
I did something.
And I have to guess with his image.
Yeah, I did something that is not typically me. I really did something. What do you guys think?
You donated to a charity.
I was going to say the same thing. You were giving away money or something.
Motherfuckers, that is typically me. I donate money every single year. Serious.
Nice.
No, serious.
All right.
Fuckers. I do that shit, seriously. Not too much. No, okay. I do that. No, you're not gonna guess it.
Okay.
I spec'd. I bought into a spec.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought into a spec.
What spec was it?
It's the, to be completely precise, the Pershing Square Tontine Holdings spec. And this is the spec of Bill Ackman.
Oh.
And for those who do not know what a SPAC is a special purpose acquisition company. It's being placed on a stock exchange, and the only purpose of the company is to, within 12 or 24 months, is to buy another company. That's basically what they do. And then once they buy it, they take over the identity of the new company, and then they become like the new company.
Yeah.
And they did this with DraftKings and a whole lot more companies. So this SPAC, this Pershing Square, and for those who are already familiar with the name, that is the company of the great Bill Ackman. And do you guys know Bill Ackman? Of course you don't. You know Bill Ackman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for those who do not know Bill Ackman, there's a great movie about him, and that is called the... Shit, I forgot. We'll put that in the comments, but that's a really great company. Betting on Zero, by the way, Betting on Zero.
Betting on Zero.
Yeah, okay, and Betting on Zero is a movie about where he tries to prove his right about his short position in Herbalife. Really interesting thing. He might be right about Herbalife, but he never got the right about Herbalife. So Herbalife didn't fall, of course, to zero. Mm-hmm. But he said, like, okay, that's a big scam, it's a big pyramid game, and whatever. That was it. That was his opinion, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay. A whole lot of people say a whole lot of things about that move and about him and stuff like that. I think the most important thing is that he made $2.6 billion out of the collapse that we saw in the Corona period.
Was he the guy who predicted that this would reach the entire world and then said, okay, screw you guys, I'm going to take all your money?
Yeah.
That's the same guy?
That's him. He made $2.6 billion in profit
insane.
In that trade. And he did that via a credit default swap. And that was why I was a little bit confused about the name of the movie, because there is also another movie which you guys have definitely seen, which is The Big Short. And it was all about credit default swaps. Mm-hmm. And for those who do not know what a credit default swap is, credit default swap is basically betting on people not being able to pay off their debt anymore, right? So they will default, and then all of them. Okay, so this is the biggest spec of the whole year, and basically ever. And 2020 is the year of specs, but this one is the one. It's the big one. It started with $4 billion. In their holdings, and this goes into a trust account. And if they don't deliver on the specs, or if they don't take over another company, you as a shareholder will get back your money. So basically, it's a free bet.
Yeah,
and we have seen these specs a lot of times, and then the stock can go from $10 to $50 or $60 or whatever, and it goes crazy with specs. So. It's a blank check company, so I don't know what he's going to
that's
invest
the fun
in.
part, right?
But basically, this is me gambling and trusting Bill Ackman and say, hey, why don't you take my money and why don't you buy something with it? Because I think you're gonna do it right.
Well, if you have to trust somebody,
it's definitely him. There was a rumor that he was trying to buy Airbnb. I will not invest in Airbnb, as we already discussed, right?
Yeah, true.
But again, if he did that, that will be really good for the stock price. He's looking to buy for a company for, I believe, somewhere the value of the market cap of the company should be around between 10 to $15 billion. There are rumors that he is going to buy into Stripe. Well, that will make me crazy enthusiastic. I think that will be the jackpot if it happens. But Stripe is already valued in 2019, late 2019 at 35 billion. So I think his position currently, the SPAC is holding, I believe, 5.5 billion. So that will give him like 15% share or whatever. I think for a SPAC, he's an activist investor, right? So he takes an active position into the board and stuff like that. So I think that for him is too little. But yeah, we'll see. But I expect. I did it.
So
it's a gamble. Great. It's a straight gamble. Like,
so Jurgen, tell me, where do we buy a spec? Just for the viewers that are interested, Yeah.
So a spec you can just buy on basically every stock exchange. But the biggest one, this one is has a notation on the New York Stock Exchange, and it's called an acquisition company, so to say. And the sole purpose of this SPAC is to merge with a different company. But this one is called the Pershing Square Tontine Holdings Company.
I have to say, I'm interested because we didn't know what you prepared.
Nope.
But I'm definitely interested.
I'm
going to do my research, man.
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested. Yeah, wow.
Well, you don't have to do a whole lot of research. You just have to trust the guy and then say, okay, I believe that you're going to do well.
No, but the problem is, now first I have to trust you because you trust him, and then I have to trust him.
No. Do your own research. For those of you at home, do your own research. Always do your own research.
I thought you were going to say, don't do this at home.
No, don't do this at home. Maybe do it at home, but do your own research.
So I got a question for you. If you want to buy into a spec and you think, okay, where can I even find specs? How did you came up with, this spec is going on and I need to get
I know everything going on, but that's me.
Yeah.
There is a website called specinsider.com. That's a really great resource.
Okay, we'll leave the link below in the description so you can check it out.
Yeah, other than that, just follow the market and see what is going on. And then, I think there are some great examples of specs out there. By the way, another rumor, and this is making me even more excited. The only thing, if that happens, that can happen to me is that I feel really, really, really sorry about myself that I didn't buy more of it.
Okay, let me guess. He is going to buy Tesla?
No way. No way. But the owner is the same. The other company of Elon Musk is, it shoots rockets into the air. SpaceX. Yeah. But it's rumored to be SpaceX. I think that's a 1% chance. SpaceX, the valuation is private, of course, but the valuation of SpaceX is estimated between 50 and 100 million. And the value of the whole SPAC is currently 5 million. So that will be, 10 to 5% or whatever.
But can you even imagine the potential of SpaceX? Can you even imagine?
Especially with Starlink.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. If they would spin off Starlink from SpaceX into a separate company, and then that will be the SPAC holding.
Yeah.
And if that happens, that's going to be a really awesome day.
That's going to be
Today
insane.
is a good day for me. Tesla's up 7%, so that's good for me. But if it would have been SpaceX, man, that's going to be at least doubling my money.
Okay, Jurgen, so last word for you. What do you hope the most he is going to buy?
Man, these rumors are crazy. SpaceX, awesome. Stripe, awesome.
So that's your top two?
I trust this guy. That's why I buy into the SPAC, because I completely trust him. Yeah. I think he will find a perfect company that is mature enough to be a public company, and I think he's going to get a great deal. And that's why I'm giving actually a lot of money. I'm putting a lot of money into this, so yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm betting big on this one.
Well, of course, this news is new for me, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't do the research, but I have to say, this guy, I think he might buy a company that's risky. That's risky. This guy is taking risks.
Yeah,
Okay.
he likes
So
risks.
we'll see. So I don't know the company,
Calculator
but
risk.
we'll see. Yeah,
We'll see. When do you know that what company he bought?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So one day you will get an update and say
Somewhere within 24 months.
within
So,
24 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, stay tuned, guys. This was the end of the episode, our 4th episode already of the Tendies show. Guys, did you like it?
I did, of course.
Yeah, it was
Beer is
amazing,
finished,
right?
so
Beer is
time to
finished.
end the
Okay,
show.
I need to kill this for 1 second, guys. I'll be back.
I'm going to join you.
Yeah, nice one.
Okay.
That's done.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, thank you. Again, leave a like, subscribe, ring the notifications to stay tuned and always get our latest videos. And tell us what you want us to do in the next episode. See you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.